Hello, good evening, friends. Welcome to Unacademy Chess India YouTube channel. I am Joseph D'Souza, World Chess Federation candidate master and international chess coach. I am into chess coaching for 30 plus years and I am immensely pleased to be on the Unacademy platform to impart knowledge and to share with you and take your chess game and chess understanding to the next level. And today to see a different topic where you, after the opening is over, have to spot the moves. Jaykant Tiwari, Kevin, Akshay Nilkantan, and all of you, a very good evening. And we'll be starting the game, and after the game we are going to see a lovely study, a lovely position. In fact, it is one of the most wonderful studies that I had seen, so I'll be sharing it with you. And in that very study also, you have to spot the move. So once we start with the game, I'll be explaining the opening because it was played by lesser known players. Last month, the lectures which I had, I showed games, the classic games, played by right from Morphy to the present generation. The top players who had played those games. But now today, we have got a game which is lesser known and by lesser known players also. So we are going to enjoy it. It's a different type of game and in which a specific weakness is exploited. Now what it is? See, I had shown you a game where the student, the disciple had beaten the master. That was the Adam Story game. It is on similar lines. Whoever has studied that game will find this a bit easy. It's of a similar nature. The weakness is just the same, but we have to exploit it, and it's done wonderfully. And I always thought that this game also should have been better known than what it is. Okay, we start with the game now. The game started, I welcome all of you again. The game started with the king's pawn opening, e4. White was an aggressive player. And black also, another aggressive player, he played with the aggressive. White opted for the open variation, the open line, nc6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, g6. Now this line is called, as you all know, the accelerated dragon variation. The dragon coming a bit sooner. And this is essentially an attempt to improve on the regular dragon. Many people fear the Yugoslav attack and the attack where white castles queenside and black castles kingside, and there's a ferocious attack. So some people prefer to play and to avoid that attack. So what they do, they don't play d6 there, they play this accelerated dragon we're playing. But this is aiming for the d5 break in one move instead of two, by playing d6 and later d5. As we all know, d5 is the freeing break in the Sicilian defense. So white can try to restrain this advance by playing either using his pieces, the knight at c3 and bishop c4, or by setting up the Marozzi bind. The Marozzi bind is c4. That is to prevent the d5 break, a positional line, a legacy left by the great master Geza Marozzi. So these are the lines which are usually played c4, that is preventing d5, or nc3 also controlling the d5 square. Later on, white can also play bishop c4 to control the d5 square. Okay. So here in this game white has played knight c3. He did not go for the c4 line, the Maroczy bind. He played knight c3 controlling the center. Bishop g7 attacking the knight again at d4. So white protects it and also brings out his piece. Bishop e3. Knight f6. Yes. Now this is the position of the accelerated dragon, and here usually white has got 3 good moves. In fact, 2 are played more often. The best one played by aggressive players is bishop c4. That is the line which gives white a very good prospects of attack. Bishop c4. Then white has got a positional line, a positional way to play, that is bishop e2. And white has got another line which is not played that often at the top level, that is n takes c6. N takes c6, b takes c6, e5. But it is played at the club levels also. More often played at the top level are bishop c4 or bishop e2. For bishop c4, black has got short castle and queen a5. There are 2 lines again for black there. Or even d6, where he can transpose it into the regular dragon. Queen d2. Queen d2 is not to be played here because of ng4. Yeah. Okay. Bishop c4, bishop e2, as we have seen, and n takes c6. Okay. So in this game, white played something different. Of course, that move is played in some master games, but it is not played often. And that move was f4. So black was a bit confused. So he thought white may be aiming for e5. See, black can play here either d6 or d5, both. So, but black went d6. He wanted to be safe there. He did not want to allow e5. So he played d6. Now white went bishop e2. He tried to transpose into the classical line. Bishop e2. In bishop e2 also later on f4 and nb3 is played. So bishop e2, now usually black castles. That is the line. But in this game, black went to confuse white. So what did black do? He played queen b6 instead of castling short. Queen b6. This was a different move played by black. He is attacking the b2 pawn and he is up to some tricks. What can white do? He has got moves like e5, maybe some other moves he may. So, but black is also threatening queen into b2 now. So what can white do? And white played here a different move again. He played knight f5, attacking the black queen. Knight f5. See, some moves I am going to show you. Afterwards you have to spot the move. Because we have got a position where every move you will have to spot afterwards. The wonderful study which I am going to show you. So knight f5 is attacking the queen again here. So what to do now? So of course black wanted to take the pawn at b2 and plus attack the knight at c3 there. So queen takes b2. White played knight takes g7 check. Now black has to move his queen and lose the right to castle. Knight takes g7 check, king f8. Now there are different moves white can play. But white went for bishop d2, protecting the knight at c3. And black of course has to capture. Black captured king takes g7. Rook b1, attacking the queen. And black has to go back, queen a3. He has to escape, queen a3. Now white castle shot. He castled, safeguarded his king, brought a rook into play. So white is developing his pieces. Castle shot. Black was thinking for a long time what to do now. He thought his position is a bit problematic, but of course there is some play there. So he went for a complicated line. He played knight d4. Knight d4. So we have finished here 13 moves. And now, if we look at the position, we will find, see, black, though he had not castled, he had lost his right to castle, he has brought his king there. It is like castling by hand. But of course, he has lost his bishop at g7. So he will be having those dark square weaknesses. But how to take advantage of black's weaknesses and what should white play now? That is what we have to spot. We have to find the move. What should white play? White has to attack. And if you look at the position, you will find white is a pawn down here. So what should white do? He has brought all his pieces into play. He has castled. Everything is okay. But he cannot, he has to, when you have got the advantage, always go for attack. Otherwise the advantage may fritter away. Yes. Now here we have got Karthik Naskar saying e5. Then Akshay Nilkantan bd3. Then who else? Alpios Sazu. Hello Alpios. Karthik Naskar again says e5. And yeah. Okay. So some are saying bishop d3, some are saying e5. Now let's see what the move is and how to go about it. Yes, Ajahn Anthony is also saying e5 and Krezenki Music e5. Karthik Naskar e5. Good. Adesh Benipal is saying f5. And we have got Shashank Kumar. He has got another move. Alpios Sazu is gone. Alpios Sazu, how come? How come rook d3? There's a bishop at d2. Adesh Benipal is saying f5 should be played. He has to open up the position there. Okay, somebody saying nd5 also. Okay. Then comes Tirthankar Sankla. KD, nd5. Okay. Now Akshay Nilkantan again says bd3. But and Alpios Sazu, your move is not possible. It's not legal there. Now let's see who else is showing. Yes. Alpios Sazu is saying bd3. Okay, I got it. And Akshay Nilkantan is saying it's a tactical move. And Krezenki Music is insisting. Maybe e5 because it opens the king side. Very good. He is telling us the concept also. Okay. And that you are right. e5 is the move. e5 exclamation mark. That is the move. White thought what is this? Black is not worried. Black, he has got his position a bit constricted. So he says first I will exchange pieces. So he takes knight takes e2 check. Queen takes e2. And now he goes d takes e5. F takes e5. Queen c5 check. Queen c5 check. Oh, what to do now? Queen c5 check. See, normal move is king h1. That is the normal move. It is not wrong to play king h1 because the knight can always, after the black knight moves, the white knight can come to e4 there. But here what has happened is, white has played another lovely move, bishop e3. I did not tell you to spot it because king h1 was also a good move. So there were two moves. Bishop e3, queen takes c3, e takes f6 check. He is trying to get at the king. E takes f6. But black has got this pawn mass here. He is thinking everything is safe. He won't be in problems. What should white do now? How should white continue? He has sacrificed all right. But how to continue the attack? That is what is important. You have the initiative. And as I said yesterday, the man with the initiative is the man with the future. So you have to go all out. You have to attack. Let's see what white has done. White has seen some weakness in black's position, and that is what he is going to go after. Oh, Akshay Nilkantan is continuously telling us the right move, and the move is right. Rook b3. He is after the queen. Queen e5. Black goes back and also pins the knight there, and the bishop there at e3. Queen e5. White unpins the bishop. Queen d2. Plus he is also threatening. Bishop h6 check. And in some lines maybe bd4. What a move. So here, Queen d2, a nice move here again. Black went bishop f5. Black thought there is something on the f file and it will be problematic for me. So I better interpose a piece there. Bishop f5, bishop h6 check. King g8. Now see, it's a big problem for black. The rook at h8 is stuck there. It is not in play. And white will be an extra rook here. White will be having. And he'll make use of that. How? We shall see. Now white to play. What should white do? What should white do now? Now you have to bring out. See, it's like the Adam Storer game where the weakness, as I tell you, is of the back row, the back rank. And you have to take advantage of that. And how to wrap up the game, how to use your tactical ability, that is what we are going to see. And you have to spot the right moves. You have to play the right moves. Which is the right move now? Rook takes b7, says Akshay Nilkantan. And bishop, Rook e1 says Shashank Kumar. Adesh Benipal is saying rook into b7. Kevin is saying rook d1. Adesh Benipal rook into b7. Karthik Naskar rook d1. Okay. But the right move is shown by two people here. One is Shashank Kumar and one is Chess Demystified. So let's see what the move is. The move is rook e1, attacking the queen. Rook e1, queen c5 check. That is what black wanted. He wanted to take the pawn at c2. King h1. Queen takes c2. And now black is very happy. He is saying, what is this? Now I am getting material, I'll grab it and later on I'll win with my extra material. What should white play now? Take your time, think and try to find the best move. Just don't guess any move. Now I'll tell you what is happening. White is attacking, but black is trying to exchange white's pieces. He wants to take the queen. He wants to exchange pieces so that it will not only relieve his scrap, it will not only help to take care of his constricted and congested position, and if he consolidates, he can manage to win also because of the disparity in material. He has got extra material. Then he'll simplify, he'll exchange pieces and ultimately win in the ending. Here Akshay Nilkantan is insisting on qd4. Then we have got Ashrita who is saying qd4. We also have Kevin who is saying rook b3. Then there are some here. Rook b3, yes. Abdul Latif. Rahul Chauhan qd4. Ajan Anthony queen into c2. Manthan Shah queen into c2 followed by rook into b7. Okay. Yes, Indrajit Patil will also saying rook b3. Oh. Okay, now let's see. Yes, Abdul Latif, Kevin. Yeah, here Shashank Kumar is saying exchange queens. Why Shashank? Here Akshay Nilkantan is also insisting on queen d4. Now let's see what the beautiful move is. Double exclamation mark move. Rook b e3. Good, you all have worked it out. Given up the queen. But the queen he cannot take, we know. Because right there up, the weakness of the back rank, the weakness of the back row is there. Black will get checkmated. Black will get checkmated if he grabs the queen. We all know that. So, black understood. So, black played here queen c6. This is a forced move. The threat, as we all know, was rook e8 check followed by mate. That is mate, next move. Now what? Now what can be done? Many of you should be rook b e3. But black isn't going to fall into such an easy trap. He is going to definitely cover that e8 square. He is going to control it. What to do now? What has to be done? Can you spot this move? It's a beautiful move again. What is it? Ah, nice move, says Rahul Chauhan. Okay. QD4 now, QD4 now, and here somebody else. Who's that? Indra says QD6. Okay. QD4. So some are saying QD4, some are saying QD6, and some are saying QC3 also. Oh. Mukund Pate. Wow. QC3. Ajan Antony QD6. Rahul Chauhan QD4. Sorum Samata QB4, different move. See, now all of you have shown me various moves, either QD6 or QD4 or QB4 or even QC3. Anything else? Omkar Andheri is saying QD4 is right. Now who is right? QE2 also, another queen move. So many moves, lovely. But I think so many moves. I saw QE2, QB4, QC3, QD6, and which one? Yes, sacrifice queen, says Akshat Kaushik. He only says you sacrifice queen. Where is not showing us. Okay. So now let's see what the move is. The move is just beautiful. It is QD5. Many of you have showed QD6, QD4, QC2 or QB4. But QD5 is the move which many of you all missed. QD5 is the exclamation mark move. It has got an idea. I won't tell you because I wanted to spot the next few moves. QD5 is another queen offer. And what is white threatening now? White is threatening queen into c6 followed by rook e8 check. That is one threat. And there is another threat which white is threatening. What is that? He is also threatening queen takes f5. See, if you play qd6 or qd4, this threat won't be there. He is also threatening queen takes f5, g takes f5, then rook g3 is what? Just check. What is rook g3? Is finished up. Then rook g3 will be checkmate. Then we have to also see another threat which he has got. What is another threat? Can anybody tell me another threat? One I told you. One threat is queen into c6. Another one is queen into f5 followed by rook g3 mate. There is another threat which is involved. What is that threat? Somebody is showing, I think. Oh, Omkar is saying it's excellent and Kevin is saying I know. Akshay is saying, what is the move? Who else knows? It is, yes, and Kevin is right. He's shown another third move here, and that is queen takes f7 check. Queen takes f7. See, you may only think of queen into c6, but there are two other wins. So he has to take care of three different weak points. Queen takes f7 check. How does that win? How does that win? Should we see that? Queen takes f7 check, king takes f7, then we have rook e7 check. And if king g8, then it wins beautifully after rook g7 check. You may see that windmill there afterwards. It's just beautiful. So that is why black thought of all this. Black thought, what is this going on? F7 is attacked, F5 is attacked, and C6 is attacked. What am I to do now? So black has to find the right move. And after thinking for a long time, he found something good. In that move, white has to play properly. And what is that move? It is bishop e6. And the master has given this move also an exclamation mark. Bishop e6. Now the f7 square is covered. He has controlled it. Queen into f5 is out of question now because the bishop is moved. And queen into c6 also does not checkmate now because the bishop is there, interposed. So what to do now? Now black is happy. Black is happy now. He's got 6 pawns. This white has got only 3. And he is thinking now the weakness of the back rank is no longer there. So what has to be done? Akshay Nilkantan is after QD4 for such a long time. Wow! For every move, yes, he is saying QD4. Okay, so now let's see what happens and whether Akshay Nilkantan is getting the right move or no. Or is somebody else showing something? Attacking the pawn, he says, Akshay Nilkantan. Okay. Yes, Bishop, okay. Yeah, sometimes some of you can have a network lag. Don't worry. You have to always, it's after all, some problems are not in your control. It's beyond your control. What is this now? Okay. Rook into e6. Some people have analyzed and find that move. Okay, but Akshat Kaushik and Akshay Nilkantan, the move which they showed are right, I tell you. Even Darshil and many others, you all are right. QD4, that is the move. What does that move do? It threatens queen takes f6 followed by queen g7 checkmate. And that mate cannot be prevented once he plays queen into f6. But black knows that. Black can see queen into f6. It's very simple. So black had thought of all this. So what did black do? He played the right move. And what is that move now? That is what we are going to see. What is the defense black has got? I was just wondering, what can black do? Because black has got a lot of problems after queen into f6 is finished. So the move which black played here was, see here he thought of 2 moves. First he thought, why not take that bishop takes a2, because f6 pawn is guarded by the queen then. So bishop takes a2, he was going to play it, and then suddenly he saw that it is wrong. Can somebody show me why it is wrong? Bishop takes a2. He was going to play it and suddenly realized, oh, what am I doing? I am lost after this. So what happens? What happens after bishop into a2? Kevin is saying still a queen f6, and this Salman, he is saying bishop. No, I am talking about bishop into a2. He was going to play and he suddenly stopped. His hands in the air. And he said, no, I won't play this because I am lost. So he did not play it. He did not touch the bishop. So the move is, yes, what Kevin showed and Akshay Nilkantan and the others said afterwards is right. See, bishop into a2 would have been a blunder, because then white would have played queen takes f6, again threatening queen g7 mate. And if black recaptures queen into f6, if black captures queen takes f6, rook e8 check is winning. The weakness of the back rank, the weakness of the back row. So you would have been finished, it would have been curtains. Okay? So what did he do? He thought for a long time and then he found a move. And the move was bishop d7. And now black became happy again. He said, now I have got the e8 square controlled thrice by the queen, the bishop and the rook. Now this back row mate business is not there. Now what should I do? Think, don't be in a hurry. Haste makes waste. Think and try to find the right move. Yes, black can play bd7 and he has played it. Rook c3 says Akshay Nilkantan. Then Kevin is saying rook e7 should be played. Nagraj Ombanab. Oh, what is this? Alpius Sazu is asking, sir, you also say, oh yeah, you also said, yes. Good. Alpius Sazu, you are always showing good moves here. Now, Tirthankar Sangla is saying rook e7. Oh, Suchir Bandari. Darshil rook e7. Oh, Omkar Andere rook c3. So many are saying rook c7, rook e7 or rook c3. Rook e8 says Sandeep Singh. Oh, rook e8 is the move he stopped here. How is he going to play rook e8? Rook e8, bishop e8, then what? That is something very... Then maybe black will win. Oh, the right move is found by... The right move is found by Mukund Pate. The beautiful move. See, many showed different moves. But Mukund Pate is the one who showed... Where is Mukund Pate gone? Yes. He showed a lovely move which the master has given double exclamation mark. That means an excellent move. And what is that move? The move is rook e6. That is the beauty. That is the beauty. It is an obstructive rook sacrifice. The rook is obstructing there. See? What a move that is. The queen can take it, the bishop can take it, the pawn can take it. Take it e6. Rook e6. And what did black do? Black can do nothing here. See, after this game, we are going to see a lovely position where you have to spot the moves. And it is just wonderful. It is one of the most wonderful studies I had come across. And I'll tell you who shared it with me. So that was really lovely. So I want to share that with you. And there every move you have to spot. That's why this game I'll be wrapping up soon. And I'm not giving much time because of that. Because that study will take little more time. Okay. Here we go. Now black realized, yes. Queen c8 is saying, okay. Yeah, Queen c8 says Akshay Nilkantan. Okay, we'll see. Queen c8 on all these moves, he is going to play queen into f6, I tell you. Okay. Now, in the game, of course, he has taken it. F takes c6, he takes or does not take, does not make much of a difference. Because queen takes f6 is the winning move. Queen takes f6. Just see the mate at g7 there. See, queen sacrifices, so many queen sacrifices were there in this game. Threats of back rank, back row mate was there. Obstructive rook sacrifice, rook e6 and the seesaw combination. After all, this is really a game which should have been well known. It was played in Barcelona between Pons Sala and Parpel. Lesser known players, but this Pons Sala has produced a beautiful game. So a game which we can enjoy and learn. There are thrilling games, there are celebrating games by the masters, which we see many times on YouTube and in our books. But there are some lesser known games. Last month we had seen lot of games which were classics, played by all top players. So now I am aiming to show you some games which are lesser known and played by lesser known masters. And those games were not published much. But nevertheless, you can study and learn from those games also. And this is a game, apart from the game which I saw, Adam's story, which I had shown in August, the one which had the weakness of the back row. I found this one a lovely one to show where the weakness of the back row or the back rank is exploited beautifully. The whole game with lot of sacrifices. So now we move to the position which we are going to see, and I hope you enjoyed the games. Yes, thank you for being such a lovely listeners and trying to learn and spot the best moves. You all are great. Come on, now we'll just go to the position. What are you saying? Yeah. Queen F8? Oh, then bishop into F8 wins. Oh, Kevin is right. See, you cannot just sacrifice, give up the queen for nothing. Because the king is also stuck in the corner there. Black's pieces are not mobile. See, as I always tell you. Yes, oh, Mukund Pate, he was a regular in our academy, but of course because of his professional and business meets, he could not attend nowadays. But still he remembers and he has shown a beautiful combination. That's very nice, Mukund Pate, very good. Q c3, then checkmate is prevented. Yes, you are also right, Kresenki Music, because then white will play q into c3 and then you know it is curtains. I am not saying it is finished then after queen takes c3. So it is not just prolonging the game, that you queen into g2 will prolong the game. There are many moves. It is not that you can prolong the game by a move. You have to try to find a defense, and there is no defense as such here. And lovely moves you have seen. Yes. Okay. Now we go to the positions. We'll just see the position. I'll just tell you the story, how I got to know about it. And it is thanks to the Grandmaster, who was also trainer of our Indian team and the Indian girls team, the Indian female team at the Olympiad, Grandmaster Ruslan Sherbako. He shared it with us, and he also shared it in the ACF forum in 2003. That was a long time back, and he was with us at the Olympiad in Mallorca in Spain as a trainer of the women's team. And he shared it with us, and he said, in fact, he also loved the study, and whenever I see it, I find it amazing. And what he tells us, I'll just tell you, he said that strangely enough, nobody knows who is the author of this study. There are many tales. Afterwards also, there were many other persons who said they had seen it in different places. But the story he tells us is just wonderful, and I would like to share it with you. It's like a fairy tale. The story may not be true, but the position is just wonderful and you can enjoy it. And what does he tell us? He tells us that he had seen this position in an interesting article written by Grandmaster Julian Oxen in the bulletin of the Moscow International Tournament. And he wrote a long story about a taxi driver. Who played a simultaneous game against Tarash. See, Sigbert Tarash was He, as you know, a great teacher of chess, one of the topmost player of his time, and who had played the championship matches with likes of Emmanuel Lasker, though he lost, but he was the great disciple of our first official world champion William Steinitz, and he used to go and give a lot of simultaneous exhibitions. And in this exhibition, this very taxi driver played with him, and that was in 1910. That is what he tries to share with us. And in this position, this was the position which came on the board. And he lost easily. He was white, he lost easily. But he had a strong feeling, he says. And whenever he used to see it, he used to think that white is winning here. And he had a strong feeling that white could have found something here. And once in his dream, he was sleeping, and in his dream, he found a fantastic idea which he shared with others. Of course, that is just a story. Don't take it literally, but we have to enjoy the position. That's why I am telling you the story. So, what was the fantastic idea? That is what we are going to see. Yeah, we are playing white. We are playing against Tarash. Tarash is black in the simultaneous exhibition, and we are going to play white. So it was white to play, and taxi driver was white and Tarash was black. So he thought first that d8 is equal to queen was the winning move. That is what he thought. But then he realized that nf7 check and he's finished. He is going to lose. See, black has got lot of material here. So how can white, it's really amazing. Whenever I see it, I really find it very amazing that white can do something in this position. It looks white is dead lost. And he found it in his dream, they say. And really, it is a position which one, the variation which one can dream of, a variation of a lifetime. So let's see what white should play. Adesh Benipal. Then, yes, something like d2, bishop c2 is there, and nf6 check. Oh, some are saying nf6, some are saying bishop c2. Of course, because there are only two pieces there which can move the king, of course, moving it is just no use. And d8 queen, as we have already seen, nf7 check wins. So what is the move? I'll just show you the first move, many can get it, but afterwards it is just lovely. So we'll see what the move is. The move is nf6 check. Obviously we have seen d8 queen fails to nf7 check. Now black goes in the dream, black went king g7. But what if king g6? That is what I am going to show you. See, king g6 was losing because of bishop h5 check, covering the square f7 and securing d8 is equal to queen. Bishop h5 check and then d8 is equal to queen wins. That was simple. So black has to play king g7. Come on, we'll play king g7. But now what? Now what? Now how can we do? Now what can be done? How can white save himself? Instead of winning, we have to find how can white save himself. So what can be done now? Promote queen says Akshay Nilkantan. Bishop b3 says Darshil. ne4. Purnima says ne4. Then what else? King e6 and Atish Benipal. Alpius Sazu is up to something, nh5. Promote queen. Oh, many are saying promote queen is the right one. But Salman Akil says ne8 check is the right move. And somebody here, who is it? Pratham Sasraputte says king e7 should be played. Okay, there are some other dialogues also going on here. Okay, let it be. let's see what has happened. Okay. So it's a lovely position, you enjoy it, and let's see what the move is. The move is knight h5 check. Alpius Sazu is right. Knight h5 check. Again we can see here, what is the only move now? King g6. You will ask me why not king h7? But then white could force the king to the 8th rank by maybe bishop c2 check. That is simple. So king g6 is the only move. If king h7 was played, the right move was bishop c2 check. Now what? Let's enjoy the combination. Now what? The taxi driver found it in his dream, but we have to find it on the board here. What can be done now? Now knight f4 check. No, that's I cannot. We have to check what can be done. Let's see. Okay, Pratham Sasra Buddhya. Darshil is saying bishop c2. Pratham Sasra Buddhya also bishop c2. You are giving up the knight, huh? Okay. Bishop c2 they are saying. Let's see what the move is now. Bishop c2. What if I take the knight here? What are you going to do? What if I take king into h5? Pratham Sasra Buddhya and Darshil, you all are showing bishop c2. For king into h5, bishop c2, I play king into h5, then what? That is what you have to. You have to just not tell me any move. You have to show me what is to be done. g4. So g4 should be played. Pratham Sasra Buddha is saying I can't see the board, but can you see the board now, Pratham? Just check. Yes. Akshay Nilkandan, now it is white to play. Black did not play king h7 because, see, I'll just show you again. I'll just show you the moves again. See, this is the first move. The first move is nf6 check. Then what will happen? King g7. As we saw, king g6 does not work because of bishop h5 check. Now what happened? Nh5 check. Again king h7 does not work because of bishop c2 check. So where does he go? He has got only one move, king g6. And now we have to find out what should white play. How will white win now? Oh, white save his game now. It looks as if he's lost. Because if he plays, some people said bishop c2 check. Some people said bishop c2 check, but then okay, nf4 and bishop h5. Acha. Then Adhikari, Aritra Adhikari is showing d8 queen. And nf4 by Aryan Pratik. Purnima is saying nf4 and bishop h5. Somebody, see, I want to see this mighty chess. Written the full variation in my previous matches. Where is it? I could not see that. I want to see that move. Where is the mighty chess gone? Where is it written? Mighty chess, can you help me? Because I cannot find your full variation here. I am just looking for the full variation, but somehow I could not get your variation. See, what is your move? Can you write for me again? What the move is? The full variation. What happens if? What is your move first? Tell me, mighty chess. Oh. Mighty chess. Shrutartha. Let's see what the move is. I could not find your move. Sorry for that, but you have to show me the sequence now, the full variation. Kevin is saying I also got full, but where I cannot see. What has to be played? You all are saying bishop c2 check should be played, but I will play king into h5. What are you going to do? That is the move you have not written. Parmar has shown nf4. Wow. nf4 and stopping, and oh, that does not work here. Bishop e2, no. Okay. Now we'll see what the right move is, because mighty chess, I could not see mighty chess, the move which mighty chess has played. It is just beautiful. Now, here we have got Tanmay Mahala, g4 and bishop c2 check. Okay, winning is Singh. But he has not found the right move. Akshay Nilkantan is saying king e5. Oh. Bishop e5, nf4. No. All this is not the right one. Okay. Okay, this much is enough, because we have to show the next lines. We have to tell the players to spot the move. I don't know the entire thing. Okay, we'll see who is going to show the move, because Kevin is saying something like this, but bishop c2. Okay, we'll see whether Kevin is right. At least the first few moves are right. We'll just check what it is. The move is bishop c2 check. Right is. Many of you all have shown it, but very few have got the move. What happens if he captures and how to follow up. Black plays king into h5. King takes h5, and now white goes d8 is equal to queen. This is the move which is right, what you have shown. But nf7 check. Now what? nf7 check. King should go where? King e6 says Kevin. Knight takes d8 check. Knight takes d8 check. King f5. And you see, suddenly the black king is caught into the mating net. But Kevin is saying it's mate. But black still has a lot of resources, I tell you. Black still has a lot of resources. Where is the mating net? I play here e2. I stop your bishop d1 mate. Now what? Now what? Many of you all said mating net. But where is the mating net? I have stopped your mating net. And I am going to win, I say. Now I am going to queen here. e1 is equal to queen, and then your bishop will be controlled. Now what? Kevin is showing bishop a4 or e4. Bishop e4, and mighty chess is also saying bishop e4. Alpios Sazu, bishop e4. Okay, we'll see what these people are saying. But Meet Parmar is saying g4 still. Then what if king h4? Meet Parmar. Okay, bishop e4 we'll see. We'll just check what this, so many of you all are showing. Bishop e4, okay. Come on, bishop e4. For bishop e4, I know what you are going to do. If I am going to promote your pawn into a queen, you are going to checkmate black. But don't underestimate Tarash. He was the great teacher of chess here. He won't promote the pawn into a queen. He will under promote. He will play e1 is equal to knight. Now what? e1 is equal to knight. See, beautiful it is. He has got 4 pieces now. What are you going to do? Now there is no checkmate. Show me. And now he is going to play after c2, promote another pawn. He has got a lot of pieces. He has got resources. Don't underestimate black. Don't underestimate black. White is the taxi driver here. So he has to find the only correct move. Black has got other resources. What has to be done? What has to be done now? Oh. So many are showing here. Bishop a4. What is this? Bishop. Okay, Mayank, good evening. What are they showing? Bishop d5 says Akshay Nilkantan. Ravi Teja Karakalla, Bishop C2. He's again going back somewhere. What is this? Bishop C2. Then Chandrasekhar is saying, where is the bishop E4? I cannot get. There is something wrong. And this, Mighty Chess is saying, I sent the full variation. But where I cannot, it's somehow not coming on my laptop here. And Brahma is saying this is Stahl's puzzle. Oh. Mayank Inge. Oh, no. See, I am teaching on the Unacademy platform. So, that's how it is. So, here you have to go through my lessons on the Unacademy platform and on the YouTube channel. And of course, this game is in Tal's puzzle, you are saying, Niro Brahme. No, this is not Mikhail Tal's game. It is not Mikhail Tal's game. Okay. Now let's see. Brahma is saying black wins. Okay. Chalo, let's see what it is. There are some who are getting impatient. Patience is a good virtue, I say. In chess, you have to be very patient. Now let's see what the move is. See, black had to promote the pawn into a knight to prevent the mate. And white found a beautiful move. What did white see? Some of you have shown it. Bishop d5, double exclamation mark. A quiet move in such a position. And what is the threat now? The threat is the white bishop will go to c4 and bishop e2 will be a checkmate. But black is not going to take things lying down. What is black going to do? Black played here c2. This is all going on in the dream. It's a story. It's not a real game. c2. Now what should white do now again? White is thinking of checkmating, but how to do it? So what did white do? He tried to follow his plan. Why has he come to bishop d5? He has come to the d5 square to play bishop c4 and bishop e2 checkmate. Just lovely. Amazing. So he played bishop c4. Bishop c4 exclamation mark. How to save it? Black is not worried. Black is after all a master giving a simultaneous exhibition. c1 is equal to knight. Another beauty. It is another beauty. See? c1 is equal to knight. One more knight. One more. So 4 knights on the board. Is it allowed by chess rules? Of course. You can make how many knights you can have at a time. See, as they ask the question for the queen, and we say 9 queens. So knights how many? You should know. So see, 4 knights there going on the board. Promoting into a knight, and now bishop e2 checkmate is no longer there. What to do now? What to do now? Let's see. Oh, now you all are getting the thing, huh? Very good. You all are enjoying it. And the right move is shown by many now. You know, oh, so many, they are just showing it now. It is bishop b5 exclamation mark. Again threatening bishop e8 checkmate. But the knights are going to cover that square. And the move is knight c7. I am attacking your bishop and also controlling the square at e8. Now what? Now what? Oh, so many knights. And the knights are creating a havoc here. But this one bishop is really creating beauty. Kevin is saying it's bishop a4. What about the others? Yeah, you and Mighty Chess here. Shutartha, Alpius Sazu, very good. You are all coming up with something. Good. Pratham Sasrabuddhe, Karthik, Ravi Teja Karkala. All of you are getting the right moves here. Okay, the move is bishop a4 exclamation mark. And the idea is bishop d1 checkmate, and you see black has no, black cannot promote another knight now, yeah. See, if he had another pass pawn on g2, he could have still defended by g1 is equal to knight. But he does not have any, and as it is, the white bishop is overwhelmed here. So this is it. I think there is nothing much he can do here now. And he has to call it a day. And it was a lovely, wonderful study which I could get to see because of this Grandmaster Ruslan Sherbako. He shared it with us. And of course, it has appeared many times in many of the bulletins. Later on, I studied and named after many other masters also, who has said this is by them. And even there are many stories, but nobody knows the real thing. But of course, you have enjoyed it, and I wish you all the very best. Now I've got another session where I'll be showing a brilliancy prize game. And on the Unacademy platform, we have got a lot of good lectures on attack and defense, which I'll be covering. So do attend them, and we'll definitely help each other to take our chess game to the next level, our chess understanding to the next level. I want you to go through a lot of combinations and endgame studies. They help you to recognize the patterns and also improve your calculating ability, your tactical ability. So wishing you all the best once again. Let's meet for our next session. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.